journaling has done wonderful things in my life. I can be more thankful. I can communicate a lot more effectively. I know myself better when I can journal about my life. I thought I understood myself. I thought I knew myself really well until I started writing down my thoughts. And when I journal, I just write about whatever comes to my mind, and it helps me to really see where I'm at in my life, where I'm at in my thoughts. And because it's hard to put it into words, but you can understand it so much easier. You can understand yourself so much easier. Journaling is good for self-reflection, self-awareness, self-development, self-growth, and all those things are somewhat abstract concepts, and there's just not enough words to really explain just how much more fulfilling life is once you can start journaling things. My daughter has started journaling also, and she doesn't journal as much as I do. I'm kind of addicted to it, but she says that when she journals, it helps her word her thoughts better. So I like to say, put my thoughts into words, but she says it helps her word her thoughts better. So anyway, if that helps at all. She also says that she can more easily clarify and define her emotions and feelings. So it really helps to open up really a whole new world for me and for so many people. I've heard so many people lately talking about the benefits of journaling, and I never really cared to do it, but I don't know, one day I got bored and I decided to just start writing some stuff, and I didn't have a journal. I just had like a scrap piece of paper and decided to just start writing whatever, and I kind of ended up putting all these scrap pieces of paper together in a binder, and it just ended up becoming my journal. I know a lot of people like to make it all colorful and pretty. I don't really care for that personally. I think it's great if you have the time to do it, but I just kind of like to write it out and be done with it. One thing that I like to do with it is, so I journal just kind of whenever I'm bored, really, or whenever I'm confused about a subject that I'm wanting to talk to someone about. Like the other day, I don't know, something weird happened to me, and I didn't know how to talk to anyone about it or even what I would say, but I really wanted to talk to someone about it, and nobody was available at the time when I needed to talk about it because it was kind of flooding my thoughts, and I couldn't do anything until I got it out. And so I wrote it down, and that's a form of getting it out and really defining it instead of just being all jumbled in your head, like, oh, I can't believe this is going on in my head, like, what is even going on? Like, I know what I'm thinking about, but it's just a bunch of random thoughts, kind of. And then when I can write it out, I can really see what I'm thinking, and I can feel it more, and I can incorporate it into my life more. And it helps me when I don't have anyone to talk to just be able to write it down. And then it also helps me for, say, like right now I need to work, but instead my thoughts are all jumbled about what I can't get out of my head. So I write it down, and then I can still, like, after I write it down, it kind of takes it out of my mind so much, and I can get to work, basically is what it is. And say like maybe 2 hours later somebody calls me and they're like, oh hey, I can talk now, what's going on? And I can just basically read it to them if I even still need to talk about it, because after I journal I kind of don't even really need to talk about it. Like, I talk to myself about it kind of when I'm journaling. I'll write all these things down, these concepts, these ideas that I'm thinking, and then I don't even need to vent to my friend about it. Now, don't get me wrong, I still vent to my friends all the time, but sometimes when they're just too busy and I don't have anyone to talk to me right now, but I really need to move on from this thought that won't get out of my head, I can write it down. Helps me organize my thoughts in specific areas of life, which of course allows for that self-awareness and self-reflection. I like to write when, well, kind of just all the time, really. So let's say my idea of the state of lack versus the state of abundance. I like to write when I'm in abundance, when I'm feeling abundant, because then it's not so dark. But I also do like to write during my times of lack, during my times of anger and frustration, and it really helps me to clarify those and to kind of let go of them and not identify so hard with them, because I've got them out of me now. They don't have to be part of me. I know they were a part of me 10 minutes ago, but now I wrote them down. And now I can remember that I don't have to identify with it. It's just a little part of my life. It's not me. It's not who I am. I am so much more than just this little problem. So I write my stuff down, and what I can do is reading the journal is also another aspect of journaling that really helps. So let's say I am feeling bad. Usually I read my journal when I'm either feeling bad or just super bored, and I'll break out my journal. Like, I've already gone through Facebook, all that I feel like going through Facebook and Instagram, and I don't feel like watching my TV shows right now, and I kind of just like, I don't know what to do. So I'll just pull out my journal and see where I was a month ago or a year ago or whatever, and it helps me to kind of see the changes that are going on in my life. To see, like, just 2 weeks ago, I was going through this hellhole, or heaven, whatever, and now I'm in a totally different place in my life. And that was just 2 weeks ago. Like, I feel like my problems are overwhelming until I can go back and read and see, like, I haven't been here forever, and I'm not going to be here forever, and it's going to change. And it helps me to let go a lot more. I talk about grounding, and my journaling is a way that I ground myself. As I said, my thoughts are all jumbled in my head, so I write them down. Bam, I'm grounded. I mean, I still am also using my water and my breathing and my meditation and yoga and oils to ground myself. But the journaling, it's priceless. It has helped me so much in my self-development process. So that's all I had to say for today about journaling. And I guess I can show you my journals real quick. Just a minute. So, I don't know if you can read it, but this is one. I mean, I kind of try to keep them organized, but they never really are organized. So this page is talking about thank you, Dan. So trying to remember the things that he did for me that I am thankful for, so I can stay in that thankful vibe. And then I have another one about, like, jobs on the next page. Jobs that my kids can do that, I don't know, that are more of spiritual jobs. Things that are more of kind of like life purpose jobs instead of just a regular old 9 to 5. And then my job's right here. So, and then let's see. Oh, this is actually my thankful journal. So I've got thankful. Let's see, this one. So this one was back in November, and then this one is in January. So apparently all of December I didn't actually write in my thankful journal. But that's okay because I wrote in this journal. And this has, this started out, this started out as my dream journal. And then it ended up with a bunch of random stuff in it. Some real life stuff, cleaning in real life, how I'm changing my idea of cleaning, knowing that it's a good thing now to clean instead of an obligation. So anyway, I've got like 5 journals, and I need to get a few more journals, and I keep one actually at my friend's house also. So when I go over there, I can make sure that I journal about whatever we're talking about if I feel like it. So if you have any questions about journaling, let me know. I'm sure I'll do plenty more videos on it. So hit me up and tell me what you think about it, and tell me your ideas about journaling and if you use it or don't care to use it. Peace.